Here are 10 coins with 10x potential that are going to make millions in 2025's altcoin rally. So let's discuss these 10 coins, what they are, why I'm bullish on these coins. And we have different sectors here, from layer ones to gaming coins to real world assets, AI agents, a lot of exciting stuff going on here. And by the way, of course, I own these coins. I know, shocking, right? But these are coins that I personally have in my portfolio. If you ever want to see my portfolio, by the way, you can find a link for that down below in the YouTube description. The pinned comment over on X, you'll find all the current portfolio holdings over there. OTC rounds, venture rounds, all that kind of stuff, all the disclosures you need, plus an important risk statement, because guess what? Investing in crypto is risky and you can lose all your money. Just because I'm bullish on these things and think that they're going to go up and they've got great potential doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to. Okay? Markets can turn against us. World War III can break out. Who the heck knows? Okay? Nothing's certain in the future. But if we get the right alignment of things to continue happening, because they have been, then cryptocurrency altcoins are probably going to surge like crazy in 2025 and make a lot of money in a very short amount of time, relatively, for investors. So let's talk about some of the ones that I'm very bullish on in this video. And starting off with Aptos. Aptos is one of the coins that was birthed out of Facebook's Diem project. The other is Sui, by the way, which has been an incredible run. Aptos has incredibly surging metrics over the last few months, and price-wise has not yet caught up to the insanity of Sui, which is now over 100% or has reached over 100% beyond its previous all-time high. Aptos still has not hit a new high yet this cycle, but I feel like it's going to. And when it does, it's going to start running hard just like Sui did. Okay, it's got a lot of the same great things happening in the background that could see the price actually go crazy. So we see, for example, the total amount of money in DeFi up 20x this year, surpassing over $1 billion, doing very, very well. We have BlackRock's BUIDL, which has come over on Aptos. We have native USDT and USDC. This is a very new development, by the way, only happened very recently, getting native stablecoins on the Aptos network. Stablecoins are the rocket fuel that any network needs in order to see the prices going absolutely nuts, and money coming into DeFi protocols and aping meme coins on chain and all that BS. Okay, so you want to have native stablecoins. They've now got that very recently. Daily DEX volume up 2,700% in the last year. Big things happening over at Aptos. Long story short, Aptos is incredibly fast. So this is in response to this guy, Steven, who said, Arbitrum has the fastest block times of any chains. And Aptos says, or the guys at Token Terminal says, yeah, maybe just hold on there a second, because Aptos just a little bit faster. And look, we're talking about cutting hairs here, because when you have 200, was it microseconds versus 250 microseconds? Where's milliseconds? Whatever. Damn fast. Let's just put it that way. Holy cow. That's redonkulous, man. Quentin sharing this one here. Number of active addresses on the Aptos blockchain, 7-day moving average going higher. Look at that. Look at that. We are up 3x in the last few months here. Okay. Number of active addresses on the Aptos blockchain. Again, absolutely soaring this monthly, by the way. So 15 million plus monthly active addresses, up from, well, about a million or 2 million this time last year. So incredibly big surge in users. Aptos continues to impress in DeFi with remarkable growth in total value locked. TVL rose by 54%, reaching $1.2 billion, including liquid staking. Taking off as well, surged 53% to $1.83 billion, including both liquid staking and borrowed coins. TVL is up around $2.6 billion. Okay, crazy. Liquid staking is not usually counted in total value locked, but still absolutely crazy. Another $250 million coming over to Aptos thanks to USDT. Look at that, big numbers here. This is very interesting. Arthur Hayes shared this. So this is the new developers in 2024 coming onto any given blockchain. Okay, Solana, number one, 7,625. Leagues ahead of anybody else. Well, Ethereum, 6,456. Maybe not leagues ahead, but definitely ahead. Everybody else, it drops off pretty fast. We have others, of course, making up all the other 150 blockchains that are not listed here. ICP, hey, shout out ICP, guys. I see you there at 2,155 developers, but in there at 5th place, when you really count others, in there at 5th place, Aptos, 1,695 new developers in the ecosystem in 2024, ahead of Base, ahead of Bitcoin, ahead of even the SUI network. I know, Polygon, Starknet, Arbitrum, BNB Chain, Optimism, it goes down real fast. Even stuff that's super hyped like Telegram Open Network. Only 530 new devs in 2024. That's pretty crazy, actually, when you think about it. So that's Aptos. Now let's move on to talking about Say. So we posted this over on X the other day. Can Say leave other blockchains in the dust? So we talk about the speed in particular. It's one of the parameters of which a blockchain is usually measured. The higher the transaction per second, the better. So there's a less known parameter that's arguably better measure its time to finality. So let's take a look at the first parallelized EVM layer 1 blockchain, which is said to combine the best of Ethereum and Solana. So what is time to finality? Imagine you're in a racing event, the engines roar, the lights flash green, the cars speed off to the starting line. These cars travel at a breakneck speed of more than 200 miles per hour. That's comparable to a blockchain's transactions per second, but the real excitement is when the first car crosses the finish line. That's finality, okay? So how does Say compare with other crypto projects? Well, finality time is less than 400 milliseconds. We're going to say milliseconds. As fast as 380 milliseconds, okay? So incredibly fast. We just covered Arbitrum around 300. Aptos is around 250. So, I mean, we're cutting hairs here, but it's damn fast. Let's just put it there, okay? Versus, of course, Ethereum. Look at that. 13 minutes. 13 minutes. Crazy stuff. Anyway. Say achieves rapid finality through its innovative twin turbo consensus, which optimizes block propagation and processing. This allows Say to finalize transactions almost instantly. Solana, around 2 to 3 seconds. Got Fired Answer coming too, which is going to help you boost this up a little bit. Anyway, in terms of finality, it's clear Say is leading the pack. Okay, so there you go. Recently hit a record of 280,000 daily active users, so definitely gaining some momentum here, okay? Doing a lot of things over at Say. Say V2 on the way. Unstoppable momentum is around the corner for the launch. Inevitable force to reckon with an all Web3 TVL surge to users, surging number of daily wallet addresses going up, etc., etc. Again, in the cryptocurrency market, everyone wants to go where it's hot right now. Try to look around the corner. Look where it's going to be hot next, because that's where the money gets made in the markets, right? That's why I've got an investment in Say. Say says the EVM is about to change forever. Say is scaling to 5 gigagas per second, a 50x performance improvement compared to any mainnet EVM chain today. That's great. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. 250,000 transactions per second, man. It's a lot of transactions. Ethereum layer 1, 60 transactions per second. I feel like that's generous for Ethereum, to be honest. But anyway, fine. Most layer 2s at 500. Highest throughput EVM chain today at 5K transactions per second. And 250K is wildly robust. Let's just say that. The number 1 and number 3 fastest growing blockchain dApps in the last week. This was 2 weeks ago. But, regardless, we're on Say. That's pretty interesting, right? That's pretty interesting. They're on the Say network. There you go. Say there, Say there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. I dig it. I dig it. People are starting to pay attention. Nice. Giga Dr. Raffers, as I keep telling you, Say is taking time bomb, DEX volume, and an uptrend. Says I smell opportunity. What do I know? Yeah. Okay. Hey, real quick, guys. If you're a cryptocurrency trader, get yourself an account over on BitUnix. This is a hot place to be trading because they've got no KYC. No KYC. Okay, that means you just come over here, start an account, deposit some crypto, start trading, and enjoy your life. That's it. No KYC, no VPN, no BS. Okay, and insane bonuses. Use that link down below in the description to start your account. You're going to get a 20% deposit rebate. So you deposit $1,000, you're getting $200 back, which is nuts. Plus, if you start doing some real trading over there, get some big volume in, you can get up to 100 million Pepe coins. 100 million Pepe, man. That's a lot of frog coins, okay? So if you want to start partaking in that, Link down below. Use that to start your account. You'll get the exclusive access to the 20% deposit rebate and the massive Pepe giveaway that they're doing, okay? And of course, then you start trading all the best coins, no KYC with deep liquidity. Go check it out if you're a trader. Okay, moving on to Sonic, the artist formerly known as Fantom. It's live. It's happening, man. They're finally out. The transition from Fantom to Sonic is happening. Beautiful. Love to see it. Very bullish. So what is Sonic? EVM layer 1 chain, 10,000 transactions per second, sub-second finality. You will hear a lot about finality in these layer 1 blockchain conversations. It's actually pretty crazy to think about how wildly good these newer generation of blockchains are compared to a lot of the older generations of blockchains. Think about this. 10,000 transactions per second, 250K on, say, Aptos is like 150 or something like that. Crazy, crazy, crazy scalability here. Sub-second finality for all of these. Sonic Labs also fee monetization, native decentralized bridge, Solidity Viper compatible, community first. Okay, love it, guys. On December 18th, Sonic achieved 1,600 transactions per second, and the gas price didn't budge. Great, fantastic. Tom says, it's an exciting day for Fantom users as Sonic Labs has officially deployed the Sonic chains, boasting 15,000 active addresses, 104,000 transactions. That's just on the day it starts, right? I mean, let's give it a few months to really get some momentum behind it. Ethereum heavyweights like Curve, 1inch, Wire and Finance, Pendle, Frax, and Beefier planning deployments on Sonic. We have all kinds of stuff going over on Sonic right now. Lots of new stuff launching. Of course, Andre, he's the mastermind behind Fantom, now Sonic, and he's one of the most impactful devs in the entirety of the cryptocurrency space. Many of the protocols that you might find yourself using on a day-to-day basis have their history in Andre. He was the one who came up with the original code base, for example, for a lot of the stuff, a surprising amount of the stuff that you use, okay? The Fantom blockchain, not one to ignore if you ask me in this cycle. So it's Sonic now, it's Sonic now, it's not Fantom, it's Sonic, okay? My guess is that we're going to be hearing a lot more about these guys over the next few months. We also have a liquid restaking platform. So that's Beethoven or Beats Finance, okay, from seamless staking to earning real yield on LST-focused liquidity pools. Beats.fi is the ultimate destination for your S-liquid staked tokens. The best place to stack up some Sonic points because they are doing a gargantuan airdrop, by the way. It's worth a few $100 million, I think, at the current prices. And what I like about Fantom, so Aptos and Say, they've got a lot of supply still to come into the market. Fantom, by contrast, almost fully diluted supply. So current circulating supply is 2.8 billion, total supply is 3.17 billion. So there's 300 million outstanding coins. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. And I think everything we're talking about today, all the coins we're talking about today, in my opinion, have excellent risk-reward profiles. You know, we're not talking about the biggest, hottest coins. We could be talking about, yeah, go buy some Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana. Okay, great. But I don't think they have 10x potential anymore. I think that all the coins we're talking about today have 10x potential, of course, assuming that the markets go as bullish as we think they're going to go and that everything's going to go really, really crazy in Q1 or Q2 of 2025. And we're going to see a massive move on altcoins, huge, irrationally bullish altcoin season. And again, that can all be derailed. I don't have a crystal ball, guys. But if that happens, then a lot of the coins we're looking at today have potential 10x markup possibilities and maybe even just 5x. And 5x is crazy. I just got to keep putting it out there. If a lot of people disconnected with reality, we're like, oh, I don't want a 5x. That's boring. 5x is insane, guys. But I think all these have 10x potential. And that's, to be clear, Pico top prices. Not like it's going to go up 10x and just sit there for months on end. Everybody can just, walk up and take their profits and chill out. And by the way, in case it needs to be made super, super obvious for you, I plan on selling all of these coins. Every single coin we're discussing today will be sold. Every one, no exceptions. Everything's on the chopping block. Everything. That being said, I'm not selling any of this stuff now, okay? I will be selling these coins when the prices are significantly higher, okay? That's the plan. Fingers crossed we don't enter some, horrible new bear market, at which point I guess we'll have to sell at a not great time because we're cutting losses going into the bear market. But I don't think we're in that situation right now. I think we're in the situation where a lot of this stuff's going to see some pretty significant markups in the coming months. Okay, that being said, moving on to the next one. The Near protocol, the blockchain for AI. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Love me some Near protocol, man. The blockchain for AI. Absolutely dig it. So these guys, the devs behind Near, they actually started Near as an AI blockchain and actually kind of had to pivot to be a more general purpose blockchain, which actually is one of the most adopted blockchains out there, which is pretty interesting. Not a lot of people talk about it, but it's actually an absolute behemoth in terms of monthly active accounts, 40 million monthly active accounts, 8 million plus daily transactions. It's literally one of the most used blockchains. 8 million plus daily transactions. Crazy. 6 shards, natively issued stablecoins, of course, again, as we mentioned with Aptos, this is critical for getting velocity on chain. In 2024, you never stop shipping. The dawn of AI is upon us. So Near is now once again fully going in on AI. So they say the goal has changed. Forget a billion. Near is onboarding the next trillion AI agents to Web3, Near the blockchain for AI. So these guys have been working on some very, very big stuff over here, including working on this, okay? The team of Near AI is in the process of building the next generation frontier AI model with 1.4 trillion parameters. That is about 3x, by the way, about 3x of Meta's Llama, okay? So this is a beast that they are working on over here, an absolute beast. We also have increasing adoption, so use any Ethereum wallet on the Near mainnet, the first non-EVM chain to make it happen. Good, good. Better wallet compatibility, definitely. But, you know, people don't want to be all over the place, man. I don't want to have 50 damn wallets, and you don't either, okay? If you can use just your MetaMask or your Rabbi wallet and just go to one place and just enjoy the experience, man, it makes it so much easier. So much easier. One token, any chain, all liquidity, one chain. Near Intense is launching as part of the Near tech stack. True cross-chain DeFi is here and is powered by Near. Again, the stuff these guys are working on over here is absolutely crazy. And look at this. Fully diluted supply, okay? Circulating 1.21 billion, total 1.22. There you go. Now, I say that again because some of these coins that have got huge unlocks, it weighs them down, at least creates bad perception. At the very least, people look at it and go, well, there's all these coins incoming to the market, which, you know, over the next 6 months doesn't really effing matter, to be honest. Over the next 3 years, yeah, okay, that matters, okay? Over the next 6 months, big unlocks are, unless it's like really big, where it's like, okay, 100% of supply is coming in or something like that. You know, we're doubling supply tomorrow. That's problematic. But otherwise, unlocks not such a big deal. Let's talk about Beam. Beam. Now, we are back. I am back in Beam. I'm back in Beam, guys. I rebought my position in Beam. It's very bullish, to be honest. I like gaming. I've always liked gaming as a narrative. I know it hasn't really taken off majorly this cycle, and I guess we're going to pump when everything else pumps. So, you know, there's that going around. But as we see more and more big games coming out, and we've got a big game to talk about in a minute, by the way, but as we see more and more gaming stuff getting attention, it really brings a focus back onto stuff like Beam, which is working so hard in the gaming sector, built on Avalanche, by the way. They launched their own layer 1. These guys just had a wildly successful node sale. These numbers on screen aren't actually the final numbers. I think it was around 70 million, something that finally ended up for the total Beam node sales. So, and that's just for the first week that they're still selling nodes, just they're more expensive now. But absolutely wild results. Huge community support, of course, here for Beam. So really good to see. Beam AI also being pushed forward. Our new AI division for gaming has just released a new report exploring 5 transformative AI technologies. One of the most groundbreaking ideas, deep circuit modeling, could revolutionize game development. So essentially, the guys at Beam are going all in on AI and bringing AI into gaming. Of course they are. Of course they are. Super bullish. Introducing Tactical Compute, the Beam Foundation, Aether Cloud, and Meta Street XYZ, a $40 million initiative that leverages the rising demand for computing power, operating at the intersection between crypto and artificial intelligence, supported by SoFon. Fantastic. Fantastic. Love to see it. Introducing Beam Ventures. Now, this is super interesting. A qualified investor fund, an accelerator in Abu Dhabi, targeting $150 million, the very first in the Emirate. I dig it. I dig it. Beam Ventures is here, man. What's crazy is these guys have about a $250 million treasury, by the way. They're giving away half of that to the nodes. So, you know, the ROI on the nodes should be pretty substantial, in my opinion. But besides the point, so they're giving away half of it to the nodes. The other half, I mean, my goodness, these guys have so much cash on hand. It's absolutely nuts. And of course, we're seeing all kinds of games come out for the Beam ecosystem. Like this one, Trial Extreme, been doing incredibly well. They hit 500,000 downloads. This was 2 weeks ago, so they've been doing very, very well. Only launched in a few countries, already doing big numbers. Anticipation for the full release is building. We can't wait. Of course, they have lots of different games across their total portfolio here. So a lot of stuff going on over here at Beam. A lot of upcoming games. Dami Online, look at this. Some really cool looking games here as well. So these guys are working hard. They're incubating hard. They have lots of stuff going on in the background, which brings us to our next gaming coin, Zentry. Now, Zentry, this is one I'm actually coming back into as well because Zentry used to be GuildFi. GuildFi was something I invested in last cycle, probably in 2021 or something like that. Slowly exited that position. Now they're back. Rebranded. Rebrandings, of course, are bullish. We all love rebrands. And this is a major gaming play. Again, lots of bullish things going on here for them. Let's break some of it down. So what is Zentry? Zentry is the pioneer of the metagame, an ecosystem where worlds converge and communities connect. Essentially, the game of game. It lays the groundwork for what will soon be the largest virtual economy, the play economy, transforming everyday life into epic MMORPG experiences, okay? So massive multiplayer online RPGs. Come on, Lark. Get it out, man. Get it out. Okay. Zentry is powered by a unique vertically integrated stack, consumer apps, open IP, universe, omni blockchain protocol. The full stack powered by Zent token enables achievements that were previously unattainable, such as aggregating player data from games across multiple platforms, converting game achievements into a unified reward system, offering a consistent identity and progression system, integrating partner content seamlessly. Additionally, Zentry has its own game publishing division, MEXC Labs, which allows developers to publish games on-chain, providing players with true ownership of in-game assets. Maxion, this is really important. Listen to this. Maxion has partnered with Gravity to transform the legendary IP Ragnarok Online into the Web3 game Ragnarok Landverse on the Ronin network. This project has generated approximately $19 million in revenue, around 400,000 users, all without any token incentives. Insanity. AIXBT, everyone's favorite AI alpha bot, has said Web3 gaming infrastructure hitting different numbers now. Zentry running $150 million treasury. Insanity, while pulling in $40 million in revenue. Crazy. Sitting at $180 million market cap with treasury nearly matching the valuation. That's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. And it's not going to be the exact market cap when you watch this video, but gosh darn it, man, that's nuts. Their treasury is almost the same as their market cap, and their revenue is a quarter of their market cap. That's insane, man. These guys are doing incredibly well. A big heavy hitter in the gaming space. Gem Insider says, so you're telling me we found the 10 cent at Web3 here. AI and gaming project Zentry, sub $150 million, that's over now, is pioneering a new paradigm to unlock $1 trillion market opportunity. Bullish stuff about Zentry, launching an AI agent game based on Zentry IP, $40 million revenue this year. Imagine having grass, but gaming and AI. Upcoming launch of Sigma NFT, huge treasury. Imagine Beam, which we just covered, but 12x more undervalued. Interesting. Very, very interesting, right? Opportunity here if you like gaming, especially. Speaking of gaming, now this is not released yet, okay? Not a token that you can buy yet on the market, okay? So this is one I'm a venture round investor in. I've actually got nodes I'm running as well for this, and I think it's going to do incredibly well. If you've seen the game for this, and actually, by the way, Rolling Stone featuring Off the Grid in their top 10 best games to play this holiday season. Thanks, Rolling Stone. Thanks, guys. Look at this. This game looks absolutely insane. I know this is sort of the trailer, right? But still, like the whole idea behind what they got going on Off the Grid, I just dig the vibe, dig sort of what they're working on, and it's got great reviews from a lot of major gaming streamers and stuff like that. So we've been seeing a lot of really big recognition for what Off the Grid's been building. And the numbers really speak for themselves because we've seen huge numbers right across the board for this and huge support for what's being built over. We've got the guys at Gunzilla Games who are the creators behind Off the Grid game. So Delphi and Ventures, they just made their largest gaming investment ever the other day, a few months ago, I guess, at this point. So absolutely massive to see big support coming in from Delphi. Of course, it's on Xbox as well and PC. And so first games really ever to hit sort of really mainstream consoles, which is big. Coinbase Ventures also investing in them big time. So very, very exciting. Reborn Alien says, Play Off the Grid is redefining gaming on AVAX in less than 3 months since launch. And by the way, just keep in mind, this was back on November, so this is almost a month ago about these stats. So the stats will have gone up significantly by then. In less than 3 months since launch, numbers speak for themselves. 154 million plus total transactions. 11.1 million wallets registered. 1,850 Gunz fees generated. The momentum still as strong as ever. 3 million daily transactions on average. 500,000 daily active users, keeping that. That's crazy, man. 500,000 daily active players for a Web3 game. Insane. Love it. Bullish. Now let's talk about AI. So Daniel shared this. He said, one of the biggest mispricings in crypto AI is that retail still thinks that Zerebro and AI 16 are just memes, when in reality, they're positioning to become the biggest AI agent platforms on Solana. Daniel gets it, man. I agree. Let's talk about AI16Z first, and then we'll talk about Zerebro. Mando says, so what is AI16Z? Talented group of developers led by Shaw Makes Magic, making open source framework for AI agents called Eliza. Eliza explodes in popularity, becoming number 2 trending repo on GitHub. Actually hit number 1, with developers continue to expand it. AI16Z as a token is slightly different from the first AI hedge fund set up as an investment DAO to try and beat A16. Some of the projects launched using the Eliza framework send their tokens to the AI16Z DAO as a thank you to becoming a partner. The DAO currently has around $10 million in assets, mainly the AI16Z token. There was some FUD around the launching of 2 Eliza agent tokens, sort of like mascots of the chain. I think that stuff's behind us now, to be honest. Yeah, this is a major player in the AI agent space. So for me, I've chosen AI16Z and Zerebro, and I might throw some more money into some AI agent stuff. I don't know about any big allocations to it, but I look at it and think pick and shovels plays, man. Pick and shovel plays. I mean, the outsized gains will be made by gambling on very low cap new agents coming out, okay? So there's that to keep in mind, obviously, right? However, the tricky part is that finding the ones that do the 100 or 1000x moves, and there will be plenty of those, is hard, okay? But you can just own the factory where the AI agents are made, which is AI16Z and Zerebro. We had this is just new, by the way, some tokenomics updates. So tokenomics, if everyone's interested, will include Launchpad and staking mechanisms. So AI agent Launchpad, that's going to help out token holders, staking mechanisms, white paper in progress, details to be announced next month. So you got to keep it real. AI16Z is a very early stage play. Okay, the Eliza framework's absolutely exploding. This is the sort of tokenized representation of getting exposure to that. Central exchange listings, teams connecting with top exchanges, so it's coming. DGen Spartan AI scoring Twitter KOL credibility and using these scores to train training models. This model is universal to what's behind PMarca. Shaw is optimistic about using agents to reduce friction in all payment scenarios. So lots of very exciting stuff going on behind the scenes there. Grant from Blockmate says Eliza has now flipped Uniswap and continuing to be adopted by devs at a rate no one has ever seen before in this space. Look at that. This is AI16Z's Eliza framework right here. Going absolutely insane. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Huge adoption. Still under $1 billion market cap, by the way. Eliza just crossed 1,000 stars, top trending repo on GitHub this week, which brings us to Zerebro. They've actually teamed up, which I love to see. I love to see my bags working together. This is fantastic. Zerebro is proud to partner with AI16Z DAO to advance open source frameworks. The AI16Z team will be among the first external contributors helping to grow the ZeriPay framework. Simultaneously, 0x Zerebro team will contribute to the ELIZA framework, ensuring that both ecosystems thrive together. ZeriPays, by the way, 70% of AI development is done in Python. So Zerebro launching a Python-focused framework. Yeah, come on. ZeriPay's public launch scheduled forward a few days ago on December 20th. There you go. Jeff, the creator of Zerebro, says Zerebro has been updated with crypto news. His tweets will touch on trending topics and headlines, creating a more relevant and creative feed. These events will also be registered into memory, allowing Zerebro to build a timeline of significant crypto events. We're currently integrating more sources of live data to further improve Zerebro's tweet quality. So Zerebro, this is the thing. It's why it's hard for a lot of people to value these things and understand what the heck they are. AI16Z, for example, it's an agent framework, but it's also a DAO. It's also got memetics for sort of being, a bit of a meme sort of thing. We have Zerebro, which is this started really as a meme agent, right? An AI agent sort of meme coin idea, but they've built so much more on top of it. Now it's going to be doing crypto news, crypto updates, crypto insights. It's dropped its own album, by the way. You guys saw this, more than 70K monthly Spotify listeners, so probably more than that by now, but they've dropped its own album. You actually go listen to Zerebro's AI-generated music, which is pretty gosh darn cool. So that's neat. And of course, they have the ZeriPay framework, right? Which, again, focusing on those Python developers, which is the majority of AI developers. ZeriPay got 136 stars in GitHub in 4 days. Crazy, crazy stuff. That's in response to this guy saying one of these is overhyped, one is undervalued. Easy intra-market play. There you go. Now, I think that ELIZA is going to continue doing very well, but you can see ZeriPay is going to catch up real fast, in my opinion, of course. And in the past week, we've seen some huge developments. Zerebro and IONET decentralized compute for its validator operations. Zerebro running Brave ads. Zerebro Layer 0 core for trading on Base. Zerebro ASIC core, we talked about that. ZeriPay officially going live. And yet the price is flat at 30 cents. Market is wrong, very wrong. We'll see how 2025 plays out. ZeriPay framework just launched first major Python-based agent infrastructure on Solana. Now, Coinbase's Base network has been getting a lot of attention for AI agent stuff, and some people are saying it's just better to build on an Ethereum-based framework, better to build on Base. Virtuals has gone to a multi-billion-dollar market cap already. And we have AI16Z and Zerebro, right? Two of the most explosively growing networks in terms of like GitHub repos and stuff like that. Both based on Solana, both less than $1 billion market cap. I'll leave you to think about that. Final one here is Redbelly Network. And I know it's a bit of a long video, guys, but I want to actually give some of the reasons behind why I think these things are interesting, some of the big news, some of the big metrics, and we could do like a 30-minute video on each of these things to really break things down and go into extreme depth here. But this is kind of a light overview on the key ideas that are, of course, driving the narratives behind these different assets and are getting people excited, which is why I think they'll have strong performance in 2025. Again, assuming that we don't have some kind of global meltdown of all markets everywhere, okay? Elon Trades saying Redbelly Network live, over $70 billion in real-world assets on chains, high throughput reaching 660,000 transactions per second near instant finality, full user identity verification with zero knowledge proofs, RBNT token, fueling transactions, governance, and incentives. Okay? Redbelly's been building for years. Real world assets are super hot. It's going to be something going to trillions of dollars. And these guys straight away have gone from being, on testnet to mainnet, Redbelly mainnet launching just recently. And that immediately propels them to being one of the top TVL, total value locked chains, due to their 72 billion, I think, in real world assets that were lined up before mainnet, and they're going to be bringing on chain. Okay. So mainnet is out. Token is now trading. So the next chapter starts now. Whether carbon credits, real estate, or commodities, we will bring the native real world assets on chain and do it right. Don't just watch the 30 trillion real world asset 30 trillion real world asset wave. Ride it. Yes, I agree. Ride it. Ride it, man. We're going to see huge money in the RWA sector, in my opinion. Carbon Hood partners Redbelly and Bluebird to tokenize $70 billion in carbon credits, the first step in bringing $2 trillion of assets on-chain by 2025. This is the intent, okay? This is the intent for Redbelly to bring huge amounts of money on-chain. Trillions, literally trillions, and they've got a pretty good start, right? 75% of the way to 100 billion, okay? And again, the biggest real-world asset platform by TVL on launch, okay? Putting them way many leaps ahead of other players in the game. Redbelly's just been awarded a U.S. patent for their disruptive blockchain system and method. This patent locks in what makes Redbelly special. Our leaderless, democratic, Byzantine, fault-tolerance protocol delivers blazing fast, secure, accountable transactions, no forks, no lost transactions, just instant finality every time. Okay? We're proud to officially be at the cutting edge of blockchain innovation, building the foundation for compliant, high-value tokenization across industries. There you go. There you go, guys. Bullish on Redbelly. Real-world assets. If you like real-world assets, you should look into what they're doing. And again, I own all these coins. I'm bullish on all these coins, and they will all be sold at some point. Okay? That's what we get into crypto for. Finding opportunities, making money, selling them. Okay? If you're holding any of these tokens into the bear market, you're going to lose most of your money. Plain and simple, okay? I plan on selling all of them during the bull market. I'm bullish on them. I think they have great opportunity for a variety of reasons. I'm bullish on AI. I'm bullish on gaming. Layer 1 blockchains have always been some of the best performers in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, that's not going to change this cycle. It hasn't, in fact. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope that this video has been useful for you. Gave you some things to research, by the way, because, of course, this is not just a, oh, Lark talked about something for 3 minutes, so I'm going to go and ape my life savings into it. Don't be an idiot. Please, please, God. Please, guys, just do your own damn research, okay? This is just me talking about some stuff, and it's maybe a research list for you. That's the way you should look at it. Go do some research, okay? If you liked anything that I talked about here, don't just run out and blindly buy it. Now that's just like the spark for you. Now you can actually go and research it, okay? Now you can go and do some of your own homework on it and see if it does have value for you, if you do like it, okay? Please be smart. It is your money at the end of the day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.